Hi everyone, my name is Monique Woodson, and this is my PhotoVoice project entitled My Intersecting Identities. When I was younger, up until now, I have never really thought about the privilege I have just by being young, able-bodied, and in the social class that I am in. After looking through and examining my pictures, my different identities became more apparent to me. Before this class, I never stopped to realize or even think that I have multiple different identities that make up me. I only acknowledged that I am a woman and I am Black. In this presentation, I will go more into depth of who I am using past pictures as well as more recent pictures. In this first photo, it is my family and I after leaving a church service on Christmas Eve. This photo represents the intersectionality of my race and my religion. I do not go to church every Sunday, or even most Sundays, but I often practice by praying and reading Bible scriptures. My Christianity places me in the dominant religious group, which grants me privilege as other individuals practicing different religions are persecuted and often killed. I am, however, in a targeted group due to my race, making me susceptible to oppression. In these next photos, it is me in my uniform from high school and elementary school. These represent my intersecting identities of class and gender, but also race. Before Spelman, I attended a private school since kindergarten and even in preschool. I was surrounded by white, upper-class individuals, and I was the only Black individual in my class since kindergarten. Since I was the only Black individual, people would constantly ask to touch my hair or ask why I talk white. I dealt with that most of my life, and there was only so much I could say to defend myself. My family and I are middle-class individuals, making us more privileged than oppressed. At this private school, all girls had to wear either a dress or a skirt. Females were not allowed to wear pants until I was in my sophomore year. My institution believed wholeheartedly in the sex/gender binary, that is defined as the idea that there are only two sexes. They were non-denominational, but they were traditional in the sense that if you were born a girl, you wear a skirt, and if you were born a boy, you wear pants. Me identifying as a cisgendered woman and a middle-class individual, I am placed in the privileged group. Lastly, these are pictures of me in the organization called Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill is a Black family organization that is dedicated to nurturing future African American leaders by strengthening children through leadership development, volunteer service, philanthropic giving, and civic duty. Now I believe that being a member of the Jack and Jill community was one of my biggest accomplishments. I was a member since 2 years old and graduated out at 18. This picture was taken after one of our community service projects, helping families and their children with homework and food service. Being in this organization definitely represents my race, class, and age. This is a mixture of oppression as well as privilege. Being in the group, no one discriminates against you because you are all the same color. But whenever we were out traveling together, we would get the stares and the comments. Being a teenager in Jack and Jill, you have more freedom to choose where to complete community service and have more control over what happens in the group. I am privileged because I am a young individual who was able to help the older population of the community with technology, house cleanup, and more. Being young and able-bodied has made me privileged because people of the community would always call on us to help since we were more knowledgeable of devices at such a young age. These photos show certain aspects of my life and my identities, mixing together to create the individual that I am today. Yes, I am vulnerable to oppression, just because of my outward appearance, but there are identities like religion, age, and class that balance my privilege with my oppression.